It's no secret that I'm a Kansas City Royals baseball fan. I've been ever since they won their first game in 1969-42 against the Twins. Sat in the garage with my sister listening to that game as she was getting her 1968 Mustang worked on. But 1982, when I think of the Royals in 82, it's a season of what could have been. First of all, the Royals finished in second place in the AL West, 3 games behind the California Angels. But most of all, the what could have been refer around to the 1982 Major League Draft. In that draft, the Royals selected Brett Saberhagen, who panned out very well for the Royals. He was a Cy Young winner 3 years later in 1985 and led the team to the World Championship in 85 with a better than 20 game win season. But they also drafted in the 82 draft Cecil Fielder and Will Clark, what could have been. Cecil Fielder was signed by the Royals, but he was traded the next year to the Toronto Blue Jays. They thought he was too heavy. Will Clark was not signed. He stayed at Mississippi State and played with Rafael Palmeiro, Thunder and Lightning for the Mississippi Bulldogs. Had the organization stayed with those picks into the late 80s, think of it. George Brett, Bo Jackson, Brett Saberhagen, Will Clark, and Cecil Fielder on the same team. Oh boy. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you Game 7 of the 1982 Single Elimination Tournament. Today's game is the Red Sox, winners of 89 games in 1982. They're taking on the Kansas City Royals, who are 4th seeded in this tournament, winners of 90 games in the 82 season. As we mentioned earlier in the tournament, we seeded the first 4 teams. The rest are kind of random. And this one should be a good one. Red Sox and Royals from Kauffman Stadium. Here's the starting lineups. Jerry Remy at second base. Dewey Evans in right field. Jim Rice in left field. Carl Yastrzemski at first base. Carney Lansford at third base. Rich Gedman's the catcher. Dave Stapleton is the DH. And Glenn Hoffman at shortstop. Rick Miller is in center field, and Dennis Eckersley, the pitcher, grade CYZ modifier. For the home team Royals, Willie Wilson leads off and plays center field. UL Boom Boom Washington at shortstop. George Brett's at third base. Amos Otis is in left field. Hal McRae, the DH. Willie Aikens at first base. Jerry Martin in right field. Frank White at second base. Duke Wathan is the catcher. And Larry Gura, grade C, Z pitcher, on the mound for the Royals. We are all set. Let's play ball. Larry Gura pitching to Jerry Remy. 5-5 is an 8 against a C pitcher. That's Jerry Remy. Leads off the game with a chopper past the pitcher in the center field, base hit. Fast runner at first. Now right fielder White Evans steps into the box. 23 is a 26. Both teams are fielding column 2. Ground ball to second base. He goes to shortstop. There's a hard slide by Remy that prevents the double play. Fielder's choice for Dwight Evans. Jim Rice's turn to bat, 309 hitter with 24 home runs in 1982. Left-hander Larry Gura goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-2 is a 12. Ground ball to Brett, to White, to Aikens at first. 5-3 4-3 double play. Red Sox are out in the top of the first. No score. Dennis Eckersley completes his warm-up tosses. He was 13-13, 3.73 earned run average in 1982. Willie Wilson steps into the box for Kansas City. Speedy center fielder 61 is a roller. Back to the pitcher. Throw over to first in time. Wilson's out. One down. UL Washington. Toothpick. 1-3 is a base on balls. Wilson takes first. He has speed. That brings up George Brett. 301 with 21 homers. Fly ball to left field, no problem for Jim Rice. Makes the catch. Runner holds, one down. Here's Amos Otis. AO hit 286. 112 is a 25. Ground ball to Jerry Remy at second. Throws to first. Royals are retired. We go to the top of the second. No score. Carly Yastrzemski will lead off the top of the second inning. He's followed by Carney Latsford and Rich Gedman. Here's a pitch to Yaz. 54 is a deep fly ball toward right field, caught by the right fielder, Rennie Martin. One out. Here's Carney Lansford. Lansford gets a 52. That's a 27. Ripped to third base. Nabbed by George Brett. Throws the first. 2 outs. Catcher Rich Gedman. 45 is going to be a base on balls for Gedman. First Red Sox, or second Red Sox runner. The first one was taken out by a fielder's choice. And then a double play. Dave Stapleton, the Boston DH, steps in the box. Gedman is slow. We'll play it safe with all the slow runners, unless I say otherwise. 63. Fly ball to center field. Willie Wilson picks it out of the sky. Red Sox are out in the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Hal McRae will lead off for the Royals. A very good DH. He had 308 with 27 homers in 1982. I thought he was the most aggressive player on the Royal squad. George Brett was aggressive, but probably not to McRae's level. Here's a pitch to Hal McRae. 61 is 40. Foul ball out of play, strike one. High hopper to the shortstop, grabbed by Hoffman, throws to first. One down. Here's Willie Mays Aikens. 61's a ground ball to Stapleton at shortstop. No, he's a DH. Glenn Hoffman at shortstop. 2 outs. 2 ground outs. Here's Rennie Martin. 1-5 is going to be a base hit, singled up the middle. Rennie Martin's on first with a base hit. Frank White. That's a single to center field, and Rennie Martin will go to third with 2 outs. Royals have runners on the corners. Catcher John Wathan's going to have an opportunity. He's about a 270s hitter in 82. Infield playing back with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 64 is a 38. There goes White. Gedman is a 6, so he does not have much of a chance. Throw out the runner 11 through 13. It's a 15. It's close, but Frank White is safe. Second and third Royals. Royals really rolling the dice there with runner on third, 2 outs. But they got second and third. Here's the pitch to Frank Wathan. John Watson 34 is going to be a fly ball to center field, and Rick Miller is going to put it away for the final out. That ends the threat. We go to the top of the third. No score. Glenn Hoffman leads off the third for the Red Sox. Pitch from Larry Gura. 12 is going to be a ground ball hit hard to third base. Brett handles it, throws to first. One away. Center fielder Rick Miller. That's a strikeout. 2 outs. And to the top of the order, and Jerry Remy, who singled his first time up. That's extra base hit possibility for Remy in the second corner column. That's a bit double for Jerry Remy. Scoring position for Dwight Evans. 46 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 outs. We go to the fourth. Both teams get a runner as far as second, well, third for the Royals. But we still have a clean scoreboard, 0-0. Willie Wilson leads off the bottom of the third inning for the Royals. He stole 37 bases in 1982. Pitch from Dennis Eckersley. 36 is a base on balls. Last man at first. Washington at the bat. I think the Royals will try a hit and run play here. All right, Wilson, after getting the walk, takes off. Here's the pitch to Washington. 61 is a 23. That's a pitch out. The throw down to second. Wilson steals the base anyway. I always give the catchers a chance to throw out runners on results that say caught stealing or automatic steal a second. So we got a man on second with no outs. Washington. One ball pitch. 52 is a 27. Ground ball to third, or a Y strikeout. That's going to be a Y strikeout because Dennis Eckersley has that modifier. Here's George Brett. Pitching carefully to Brett. George takes first, ball 4. Amos Otis. Fans in right field are chanting A-O, A-O, A-O. Here's the pitch. 1-3 is way outside. Ball 1. Eck has a Z modifier. 56-34 is high pop-up. On the infield, Carney Lansford is under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. Hal McRae. Three, 4 is a fly out to center field, and neither team is getting good rolls with men on base. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Boston 0 and Kansas City 0. It'll be Jim Rice, Corey Yastrzemski, and Carney Lansford in the. Here's the pitch to the Red Sox slugger. 46 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Washington scoops and throws. 1 down. Yastrzemski. 1-3 is a base on balls. Second walk surrendered by Larry Gura. It's been a tight strike zone today. Here is Lansford. Boston has walked 3 Royals, so that's the 5th walk in the game. Here's the pitch to Lansford, 35. Slow roller to the third base. Brett charges, picks it up, throws to first. 2 outs, and Yastrzemski goes to second. Rich Gedman. Fly ball to left. Amos Otis is under it, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Sox nothing, Warriors nothing. Willie Mays Aikens leads off the bottom of the fourth for Kansas City. He came up in the California Angels organization, twice led the minor leagues in home runs. The best year was '83 when he hit over 300 and had 23 home runs. But '83 was also a problem. He got arrested on drug charges along with Willie Wilson. Ended up doing a few months in prison and got out of prison, got back to the majors, but ultimately didn't live up to what people thought he would be as a prospect, and probably what his parents thought he'd be by naming him Willie Mays. Here's the pitch to Willie Mays Aikens, 63, fly ball to right. One down. Dwight Evans with the catch. Here's Terry Martin. 1-2 is a 25. That's ground ball to second base. Jerry Remy throws to first. 2 outs. Now Frank White. 53 is an 18, fielding column 2. That's a hard hopper to short. He throws low. Batter is safe. E6. Frank White on again for the second time. Singled his first time up. Here is John Wathan, who had runners on second and third in the second inning, but flied out to center. Here's a pitch to Wathan. 51 is a 10. This time he hits a rope in the left field. Frank White is going to make, actually the line drive was in the right field. Frank White will make it to third base, and Wathan can steal on the next pitch, which he'll try to do. 1-4. Well, Gedman's getting closer, but it's still not a 1-3 that's necessary for a 6th defensive catcher. Let me double check that. Yeah, he needs 11 through 13. So now the Royals have second and third again. Willie Wilson comes up with 2 outs and 2 Royals in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Willie Wilson. That's going to be a hit column roll for Wilson. And 46 is a bases clearing double. And the Royals take a 2-0 lead. Willie Wilson. Runs are unearned as the inning was extended by a bad throw from shortstop Glenn Hoffman. Here's UL Washington. 6-6 roll. That's it. Extra bases for UL Washington. Likely. 61 is a double. Scores Wilson easily. $3-0 KC. George Brett. 32 is a 12. Struck him out. Got him on an off-speed pitch. But the Royals score 3 times. We go to the 5th. Kansas City 3, Boston nothing. Here we go to the 5th inning. It'll be Dave Stapleton, Glenn Hoffman, who's there, opened the floodgates. And then Rick Miller, bottom of the Red Sox order. Here's a pitch from Larry Gurry to Dave Stapleton, 41. Ground ball to UL Washington. 1 out. Here's Hoffman. 35 is a 22. Feeling column 2. Routine ground ball to first base. Flips to the pitcher covering. 2 outs. Here's Rick Miller. 25 is a chopper past the pitcher in the center field for a base hit. Only the 3rd Red Sox hit. Top of the order, and Jerry Remy, who's been on base twice, singled and doubled. Here's the pitch to Remy, 16. I think the Royals are getting now. It's a slowly hit ball to shortstop. UL Washington comes in to pick it up, throws the first, just got him. 6-3. scoring. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Royals 3, Red Sox nothing. Amos Otis leads off the bottom of the fifth for the Royals. He has grounded out and popped out. Pitch from Eckersley, 56, is a Y. That's going to be a strikeout caught looking. AO goes back to the dugout, a strikeout victim that brings up Kyle McRae, who is also 0 for 2, 41. 28 is the high hopper to the shortstop. Glenn Hoffman throws in time. 2 outs. Willie Aikens. 51 is a base hit. Hit to center field. And the center fielder, Rick Miller, holds it to a single. Aikens is slow. They'll play it safe on the base pass. Jerry Martin. 42 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Top of the 6th inning now. Royals 3, Red Sox nothing. Larry Gurr was a slow developer in the major leagues. He was brought up with the Cubs. He also played with the Yankees, but didn't play much or have much success in the first 5 years. It was traded to Kansas City, and that trade was for Fran Healy, a catcher. Worked out well for the Royals. He was in the bullpen for the first couple of years, and then he won 18 games in 1978, won 18 games in 82, the year we're doing here. Here's the pitch to Dewey Evans. 64 is a base on balls. Evans goes to first. Average speed. Here is dangerous Jim Rice. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Carl Yastrzemski, 61, is a 37. Curveball gets away from Wathan, goes back to the screen. Sends the runner to second. Call that a wild pitch. Two, 3 is a topper to second base. Frank White throws to first, and Evans goes to third. 2 outs. Carney Lansford. Six roll for Lansford. That's a hit column roll. And 62 is going to be an RBI double, putting the Red Sox on the board. Carney Lansford. Now Kansas City 3, Boston 1. Catcher Richard Gedman. Here's a pitch to Rich Gedman. 26 is a lazy pop-up near the foul line. Shortstop UL Washington is going for it and makes the catch. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Royals 3 and Red Sox 1. Frank White, graduate of the Royals Baseball Academy, leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch to White. 64 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Dick Wathan, who singled in a run his last time up, he is 1 for 2. 24 is a fly ball to Rick Miller in center field. That's the second out. Here's Willie Wilson. 1 for 2 with a double, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base. 55 is a 7. That's going to be a ground ball base hit to right. Makes the turn, stays at first. Willie Wilson's 2 for 3. UL Washington. 2 outs. 55 is a single to center field. Wilson goes to third. Royals are threatening again. Men on the corners. George Brett. Brett is 0 for 2 with a walk. There's a pitch to Brett. 15 is a single to center field. Excuse me, wrong page. Yeah, I got to get on the first to third base page, and that is going to be a deep fly ball to center field and caught by Rick Miller. So that's the end of the Royals threat. We go to the bottom, top of the seventh. Kansas City 3 and Boston 1. All right, this is the fatigue inning for both pitchers. 3 bad things happen to the pitchers. Their grade level goes down by 1. Dave Stapleton leads off the top of the 7th for Boston. They're down by 2 runs. 1-3 is a 37. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fly ball to center field. Willie Wilson takes measure and makes the catch. 1 down. Glenn Hoffman. Hard hit at the center fielder Wilson. He drops it. Hoffman will be safe at first on the error on the center fielder. First error of the game for the Royals. Red Sox have 1 error. It was costly. It cost them 3 runs. We'll see if this is going to be costly. 1 down, 1 on. Rick Miller, the batter. 6-4 is a swing and miss, strike 3. 2 outs. To the top of the order, and Jerry Remy. That's a strikeout. So Larry Gurr holds his own after the error. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 Royals. It'll be Otis, McRae, and Akins in the 7th. Dennis Eckersley is still out there pitching for Boston. Here's the pitch to Otis. 16 is going to be a high hopper to the shortstop. Glenn Hoffman throw to first. 1 down. Brings up DH Kyle McRae. 34 is a fly out to Rick Miller in center. 2 outs. Willie Mays Akins. 1 for 3. 24 or 25. That's a base hit. Akins is 2 for 4. Here's Jerry Martin. 1-6 is a 28. Slowly hit to Hoffman at short. He flips to second to get Akins out. Royals are retired in the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. 3-1 Kansas City. Larry Gurr goes back to the mound in the 8th inning. He's allowed just 4 hits and 2 walks. Dewey Evans leads off for the Red Sox, followed by Rice and Yastrzemski. 4-5 is going to be a base on balls. And Evans takes first. That's the second bad thing to happen to Gurr. Errors count as a bad thing. Jim Rice. 6-2 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Carl Yastrzemski. Smashed into the right center field gap. It's going to be a double for Yastrzemski. Evans goes to third. Red Sox have second and third with only 1 out. And that's the third bad thing to happen to Gurr, so that makes him a grade D pitcher. Manager Dick Elzer hops out of the dugout, walks to the mound. That's going to do it for Larry Gurr. Gets a good round of applause as he comes off. Don Hood will be the new pitcher for Kansas City. He is left-handed, pitching to Yastrzemski, left-handed. No, Yaz is at second. Not going to be Don Hood. Let's go back and fix that. It's going to be Bill Castro, right-hander. He is a grade C pitcher, Z modifier. He'll be a grade B for the first batter only due to sidedness. Royals will play the infield back. 1 down, second and third. Pitch to Carney Lansford. 35 is a 9 against a B. That's a fly ball deep to right field. It'll be deep enough to score Evans. So an RBI for Lansford. Yastrzemski tags up and goes to third. 2 outs. Kansas City 3, Boston 2. Here is the catcher, Rich Gedman. 41 is a 24. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throws to first for the 3rd out. But Boston scores 1. They get to within 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Kansas City 3, Red Sox 2. Dennis Eckersley returns to the mound for Boston. He has 1 mark against his fatigue. And he'll be facing Frank White, John Wathan, and Willie Wilson. 32 is a ground ball to third base. Tourny Lansford makes the play, and Frank White's the first out of the 8th inning. Here's Duke Wathan. 35. High, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. And now, top of the order, Willie Wilson. Hit column roll for Willie Wilson. 6-6 is a drive. It might be. It hits off the wall, scoots around the edge of the wall. Wilson is tearing for third. He's not stopping there. Going for home. It's going to be an inside the park home run for Willie Wilson. And the Royals lead 4-2. Willie Wilson hit 13 inside the park home runs during his career. I would guess probably most, if not all of them, were at Royal Stadium. The way the wall was curved, the ball hit it just right and rolled around the edge of the wall, hugging the wall. He could sometimes make it all the way around the bases, and he does here, extending the Royals' lead to 2, 4-2. Here is UL Washington. 1-5, that's going to be a single for Washington. UL's 3 for 4. And that will do it for Dennis Eckersley. All right, there will be a double switch here for the Red Sox. They're going to bring in, first of all, the pitcher is going to be Tom Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer is a grade A pitcher, Z modifier. And the other change is Gary Allenson will come in to catch for Boston. He's a rated 8 catcher. That's important because a little birdie tells me that UL Washington is going to steal on the first pitch when the game resumes. Bergmeyer will have to hit, he's going to hit in Gedman's spot, who made the last out, and Allenson will be due to lead off the 9th. Take that back. Stapleton will hit. We lose Stapleton to DH. Allenson will hit in Gedman's spot. He goes out. And Bergmeyer will be the first batter in the 9th inning. Probably see a pitch hitter there. Allenson's chances to stop the steal. UL Washington, 11 through 23. Here he goes. 52, stolen base. Washington is safe. Kansas City has stole 4 bases in this game. George Brett's the batter. Tom Bergmeyer is pitching to Brett. Runner on second with 2 away. 1-5 is an 8 against an A. That's a hot shot grabbed by the pitcher. Tosses the first. 3 outs. The Royals add a run. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Kansas City 4, Boston 2. Here we go to the 9th single elimination game. Red Sox are down by 2. They'll be facing a new pitcher for Kansas City. That's Dan Quisenberry, the Royals closer, submarine pitcher, grade A pitcher with a Z modifier. Wade Boggs will be the pitch hitter leading off the 9th for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch to Wade Boggs. 1-2 is a 25. Ground ball to second base. Frank White has it, throws to first. One down. Shortstop Glenn Hoffman. 6-3 is a fly ball to right field. Jerry Martin picks it out of the sky. That's 2 away, 1 to get. Here's Rick Miller. Quisenberry fires. 1-3 is a base on balls. That'll get the tie and run to the plate. Jerry Remy. Red Sox are not done yet. Here's the pitch to Jerry Remy, who is 2 for 4. 21 is a fly ball to left field. Amos Otis is tracking and makes the catch. That's the ball game. The final score, Kansas City 4 and Boston 2. All right, in today's game, the Red Sox scored 2 runs on 5 hits, and they committed 1 really costly error. That was a missed throw by shortstop Glenn Hoffman in the bottom of the 4th inning when there were already 2 outs. That opened the door to the Royals scoring 3 runs in the 4th inning. The Royals scored 4 runs on 11 hits, and they committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Larry Gura. Dan Quisenberry got the save, and Dennis Eckersley takes the loss, although he pitched well, 7 2/3 inning with 1 earned run allowed. That earned run was the inside the park home run hit by Willie Wilson in the 8th inning. And that leads us to the star of the game, Willie Wilson. Willie Wilson was 3 for 4, on base 4 times, stole a base, drove in 3 runs, doubled, and homered. Willie Wilson is today's star of the game. He was the 1982 American League batting champion. He hit .332, also stole 83 bases. He was one of the top base stealers, one of the top dozen base stealers of all time. Willie Wilson is our star of the game. Hope you enjoyed the ball game. If you did, hit the subscription button and the like button. Doesn't cost anything. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and God bless.